Hi, this is Athena StarSeed. This is a series called Raising Reverence, and I have my beautiful friend, lean in here, let's come in.
Good evening.
Maura Haufman, and we are, come in a little bit closer, sit your chair. We're talking about an incredible being of light, Nassim Haramein, and he created these incredible crystals. He is a physicist, an award-winning physicist, and tell us about this. Is called the ARK?
Yes, this is an ARK crystal. It's an Advanced Resonance Kinetics crystal. And Nassim is passionate about showing everyone that everything is connected. And when he does his talks, he talks that there is space all around us and that it's more than space. In the space that's everywhere, there's energy. And he talks about connecting with the vacuum, the 0-point field.
I'm actually wearing one of the crystals like right now, so I just want to say that. So go ahead.
And he had a dream and a vision. He's been working for 30 years to get these crystals into the world. And the purpose of these crystals is to connect people to the energy of the vacuum, of the space-time.
Is this 0-point energy?
That is 0-point energy field.
Everybody's been talking about 0-point energy, and I didn't really ever understand 0-point energy. So what is that? How do you get energy out of nothing?
Okay, there is nothing. We think there's nothing all around us. There is energy all around us, and that's exactly what Nassim's passion was. How do we tap in to that energy, that 0-point field that is all around us? And the answer is that he has built an incredible technology. He has a Harmonic Flux Resonator, which sounds like something out of Back to the Future, but it's real. It's a huge piece of technology that's working with free energy, with the 0-point field. And what they do, they take the most pure lab-grown quartz crystal that is the highest grade, highest quality, and they grow it specifically to then have it put to this exact dimension.
This is sacred geometry?
This is sacred geometry at the Planck level.
Let's see, can we get it in there? There we go. What is that shape? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do we even know what that is? Is that a special shape that he created? It doesn't look like one of the platonic solids.
Yeah, and let me just read you what this goes into.
Okay, so.
Scientists have discovered that when all the classical sources of matter and energy are removed, creating what is referred to as a vacuum, there is still energy present even at absolute zero. This discovery has redefined empty space with the definition of a quantum vacuum, a substantive, quantum-sized medium filled with the harmonic 0-point energy oscillations. This sea of continuous energetic oscillations has now been identified by some physicists as the elemental source of all mass, form, and structure.
I need to have a bunch of those.
This is what
I have to hand those out.
in.
I have to hand those out.
This is what's come into this technology.
Let me see that. Put your hand up there. Okay, look at that. That's incredible. So this reminds me of the last Mimsy. How many of you guys, I'm going to put a clip of the last Mimsy underneath there because this is alien technology. Okay, Nassim doesn't want to talk about it, but he did have ET contact. I also had my own little experience with the brothers from the sky. And we did at our pranic star body activation retreat the other day, we were doing Qigong and some Tai Chi out in the front yard, and a fleet of ships flew over the house, like 13 ships in a row, and disappeared into nothing. So, whoa. There were witnesses for that at the Pranic Star Retreat, and you can ask them. But look at this. This is absolutely amazing. Can you shine your light on this right now? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at the light. Look at the light coming off of it. Look at it. Look at the light. Look at how it's creating this light. So this is laboratory grown, but specifically geometrically shaped on a shape that hasn't actually been shaped, because this is a different shape than I've ever seen with these little tiny triangles here.
It's actually the basis of the Planck, which is at the very creation of all geometries. And if you look, this is the same geometries they have in the pyramids or other sacred structures.
Really?
And I'll give you...
we keep shining it on there. It's so powerful. I'm feeling the energy because it's getting magnified. So you can program this and then you can wear it?
Well, it's already programmed with the structure of space-time with that 0-point field.
And what can you do with that? Can I teleport? I mean,
Yes, okay. So once it's not about teleporting. Once you've got this technology that is now got the modulation that has you connected to that, this increases your energy field.
Look at it. It's capturing the light. Look at it. See, it's capturing the light.
You wear this and it gets you in a state of coherence. It's helping you be in your own divine alignment.
This is amazing.
So people feel different things when they put it in their hand. Some feel incredible energy.
I feel incredible energy, but I haven't been eating, so I'm super sensitive right now because
Some feel amazing.
I'm feeling amazing.
Connections, tingling. Some people feel it calms them. Some people feel like they've been meditating for 2 hours. Some people feel that incredible zone when you're sitting by a waterfall in nature or you're in the middle of the redwoods barefoot on the earth. That level where you are in alignment, coherence.
I can feel the vibration in my fingers. Look, I can feel the vibration in my fingers.
Yeah.
Look at that. When I feel it, it's like lighting up.
So there is scientific proof that these ARK crystals are actually emitting photons.
Can you pick that up on curling photography? Have you guys started doing that kind of work?
We've been doing all kinds of scientific studies, and right now we're going to be working with UC Irvine to get some of the actual scientific evidence, because we know it. We've been working with plants. We've been doing double-blind studies.
Oh yeah, tell me about the plant studies. You put these next to plants and what happens?
So you put these next to plants, and we have, if you go on the website, you can see some of these studies. The plants grow 300 to 400 times faster, stronger, and more resilient. 300 to 400 times. So you've got plants growing here, and the double blind, they're still 3 to 4 times smaller or haven't even sprouted yet. And guess what? You can structure water with this.
What?
This structures water. It gets it into the same frequency.
Well, here's the thing is I want to start dry fasting, and I just realized recently that we can reabsorb our own water. But if I'm wearing this, which I have one on right now, look at this beautiful thing. I got my own because I do readings, and this is part of my business, is to be in total coherence with the celestial planes, because I'm channeling some really high vibrational stuff, and I'm going to start channeling some music. I'm hearing some symphonies, and I really want this to help me with my coherence, so I can attune myself to the celestial spheres, the music of the spheres.
Beautiful.
So go ahead, keep telling me some more. The plants.
And we are water, so this structures water. When they've just put this, let's say this is a bottle of water. If you just put the crystal next to it, because the crystal is emanating energy and it's structuring our bodies, it structures the water. They've already done research that either if you can put the crystal under the water, or you just put it next to it, or you could put 2 next to it.
That's like Masaru Emoto's work. That'd be so great to watch that.
Absolutely. So when this water is structured to this extremely high frequency of that 0-point field.
Wow.
They take this water, there are scientific tests. They put this water on plants. The plants are growing 300 to 400 times faster, stronger, more resilient. Even seedlings are sprouting, growing 300 to 400.
So it's really it's creating its own field.
Absolutely.
Of energy. How far does the field go?
Right now it's about 5 feet to 8 feet.
So that's my aura.
Yeah.
That's how big a human aura is.
That's what this is doing. It's working with our own field and getting it in a stronger coherence and a higher vibrational frequency. And if you meditate, these are amplifiers.
So Nassim was a breatharian for about 3 years, and he downloaded some serious advanced technology, because when you fast, you have access to these really high dimensions, and you can bring down from the genius plane, because we're all genies, we're all a genius, once we remove the things that block us from our higher levels of consciousness. Nostradamus, Donatello, Michelangelo, Emerson, all of these guys were awake, hitting those high planes and getting this type of information.
So I was just at the amazing conference called Scientists, Sages, and Mystics with Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden, Dr. Bruce Lipton, Dr. Todd.
Oh, wow.
And Dr. Todd was one of the big speakers.
Okay.
And when he shared, because he's working with stem cells, he's working with laser technology, he's working with...
Stem cells. How about stem cells? Does this reproduce stem cells?
We don't have the research on that yet.
Yeah, I
Yes,
bet you it does. If it's making
It's
the plants,
doing
if the plants are growing
everything.
300 to 400 times just with this in the field, what it's doing is it's creating a force field of the perfect homeostasis for the living entity. And that's what we want. This is the reason why we have disease, is because we're not in a healthy, coherent environment.
Well, this helps create it. And when you do your own meditation, when you do your own Qigong, it amplifies it.
What about EMFs and that kind of stuff? Does this block that?
Well, look at it this way. You're creating a very coherent field.
So it's going to bump it
So
off. It's 5 feet out.
It is helping keep your coherence strong. And we're doing tests now to see what effects it has at blocking EMFs. I can tell you that when I fly to India, I fly to Egypt and I'm wearing one of these, there's no jet lag.
No jet lag?
That's extraordinary.
I'm going to be traveling soon because Ellie, Tom, and I are going to be traveling. We got invited to some places now. Yeah.
So on top of that, one of the other pieces that's amazing, at this conference, people were feeling such extraordinary results that they would come back in the morning thanking us. Some said they had so much energy. They went to bed at late, and then they woke up early and meditated like 3 or 4 in the morning, and they still had so much energy. Others said, wow, I've been really stressed and had anxiety. This calmed me.
Oh.
Now, therefore, it shows that it's in resonance whatever someone needs. Now, here's something amazing. There was a woman at the conference, and she's a teacher in her own right, and she had had some stem cell surgery on her knee. She had had a past knee injury.
Okay.
She was in a wheelchair just because she couldn't be walking all over this hotel. On the shuttle bus, something happened on the bus in New Mexico that her wheelchair